Yo, Nakama around the world. Welcome back to Conqueror's Haki Corner. It's your boy Rooks.
Yo.
It's your boy Vim.
Yo.
And I'm your boy Serge, and we're here to bring you our One Piece manga chapter review of chapter 938, Her Secret.
Woo! But don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like on the video. And don't forget, if you've forgotten about what happened in the last chapter review, check down the link below and the link up here.
And we'd like to give a big, massive thank you to everyone. As always, thank you for supporting us. Please do keep on so. But let's chop it up, guys.
Let's chop it up. So the first thing is, how did you guys feel about the front cover and seeing Crocodile? It's another fan page request, albeit, so it's not like canon to the storyline. But as we know, Oda doesn't do things without reason. I'm happy to see Crocodile in a positive light. I'm not saying he's going to be Nakama. I'm not saying he's going to be a direct ally, but he will serve the cause. And that's what I like seeing, man.
But in the last war, the biggest war we've seen, he was a good ally.
Saved Luffy a number of times.
Saved Luffy a couple of... And he saved Ace.
Do you think there's any meaning behind actually being birds swimming in sand?
Don't you think the birds look similar to the Princess of Alabaster's
Okay, yeah. It's a little bit of a mixture. But the other thing is there's been a clear-cut animal theme ongoing since all the chapters cover page requests that we've been receiving.
Why is there an animal theme?
Why
that could be an
there?
interesting question.
Yeah, definitely.
But without further ado, let us bring you our key moments for this chapter. Now, first things first, we pick up where we left off, and the mighty Roronoa has one-shotted Kamazo the Mindslayer. One shot, defeated him. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Finished, man. And what's interesting is how he died with a smile on his face. I think that's something to do with just the culture of samurais like to die a noble death.
It's an honor to be hit by somebody so powerful and take it. And at the end of the day, what more of a way to go than being taken out by someone else's sword?
But then Kyokimaru just turned around and left him, and he fainted.
But Gukimaru left with a grin, so he saw something, and that's where it leads on to. It's all about this. So we've got Kamazu getting one shot, smiling, and then we've got Gukimaru. Okay, I like that.
There was a lot of emphasis on, apart from her just being wet for him, yeah? We now know her name's Hiyori, but Komurasaki at this point, she looked to Zoro and she thought of it. Wow, he's so strong. Next panel, Zoro, glare and some mysterious energy around him, man. Like, crazy stuff, exciting stuff. What we did this chapter, just kept jumping from thing to thing. Like, there seems to be a common theme going on in Wano. Like, we're literally covering a lot of different areas every single chapter. So it's very short but emphatic. And then we end up going to a discussion with what I thought was important. Kinemon and Duke Inuarashi having a discussion about the discovery of the Moon and Crescent and the leak.
So what we're finding now is at this point, they're nervous. And they're scared that their plan and their plot to actually take over has been leaked and going to cause an issue because they're losing allies. We saw straight after that scene when they had the discussion that individuals with a crescent moon tattoo were being captured by Kaido's troops.
Well, X-Drake and Hawkins seem to be leading that. So, bit of good banter there between them. So, Drake, you can no longer purr. What did you mean by that? Still out on, maybe Hawkins is just not that way inclined. Maybe not about, he was not about the gal them. I don't know, what do you think?
But they were unisex bath style, so we don't know.
Well, whatever you're into, just be into it. Follow your way. Doesn't matter. Then we jump onto a powerful discussion this chapter between Shinobu and Trafalgar Law.
No, before you get to that, very comedic moment. Come on, you got to give up for Sanji for taking the licks, man. He took those beating like a...
he looks like he's made of mochi.
Jeez. I think you said it even look like a mochi ball face.
Mochi ball with strawberry just bursting out of him, ketchup.
I think the moment he took that glance, I think it was worth it for him to take those licks. He took it like a champ.
He's willing to die for that.
He's willing to die for that.
Well, you know what? Ever since he went to Fishman Island, he saw the mermaids. He's been ready to die.
He's been ready to go.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, please continue. Very, very key moment. Trafalgar Law and Shinobu, they had a very spicy little argument.
An issue with loyalty to save your friends or abandon them to serve the cause. Very, 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 very powerful moment. Then we come out with two of probably the biggest things. Zoro is being healed by Komurasaki, who is clearly feeling him, may I say. And on top of that, the revelation of toad oil. Is the toad oil going to be like a sensu bean in this arc?
That's a great analogy.
Crazy. And if you lot predicted it, pat yourselves on the back. Komurasaki is Hiyori. Those are the big things that happen in this chapter. Just another bit of acknowledgement in terms of what's happening. Oda doesn't seem to be like focusing a lot of detail on a lot of fights. And generally, in this whole new world, not many people have had a focus on their fights other than Luffy. Oda, come on, man, show us some more. Or maybe you're just saving it for us, man.
Is the build-up that good enough for everyone to be waiting for the big war to happen?
Yeah,
but we need to see the interim fights for us to see their growth that a little bit much more. Because when the big fight happens, that growth's going to happen in the battlefield. It's going to be difficult to tell.
100%.
Come on, Oda.
But that leads us on to our prediction and plot twists.
Ooh.
So for me, one of the biggest things is, over the last few chapters, I predict that there's going to be a very close tie between Momonosuke, Zoro, and Hiyori. Hiyori loves Zoro. Momonosuke looks up to Zoro.
What's not to love?
There's going to be banter.
Yeah.
But more importantly, my prediction is, I think Oda is positioning Zoro to give him a bigger part of the plot in Wano. Yeah. Even in this chapter, you remind me of a Wano samurai, but you're not a bad person.
No, she started.
Yeah.
She started.
You are
she's conflicted about finding out whether he's a bad or a good person. She doesn't know yet. But she was grateful and she had showed her gratitude. He ate and he drank sake. Yeah. He was happy. Yeah. That's all he cared about.
Kyosho is going to be an ally.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. The way he was smiling when Orochi's in a bad mood and I might be in trouble, he was smiling. Prediction, he's going to be an ally. Now, prediction to the plot. We're going to get a rescue mission soon.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger rescue mission and what it's going to mean. That's the crazy part. Try Guy is not going to leave. Trafalgar, why do I keep calling him like they call him? Trafalgar Law is not, he's a D. He's not going to abandon his crew. He's going to go and fight them, and we're going to gain some important piece of information with that. And my prediction, and I think we're going to have a bit of conflict here, yeah? I'm going by pure vibes here. I don't trust Tonoyasu.
Oh,
I think he's a bad breed.
Nope.
I think he's the leak.
Nope, I don't think. Mate, we got a whole country full of people. You think one guy's a leak? That's insane. This guy has genuinely, I think, his energy is going to be the critical point for the individuals and the people that are very in a bad position. I'm going to say the poor people and the people that are very low class. That he's going to bring them closer to being allies of the Straw Hats and the rest of the team. So he's going to bring the matches people together.
Well, I'm going to have to disagree.
Cool.
But that's how we're going to have to go.
Short time to predict. You let us know down below. Tonoyasu. Not saying for Nakama, sorry. Like for Straw Hats, but Nakama in general. Let's call it that.
Oh, but without further ado, I'm going to bring you our questions from this chapter. So, question time. What question did you have?
Well, how do you guys think that? Let's call her Hiyori now, because that's her name.
Yeah.
Right? How do you think Hiyori got out of the situation from getting slashed by Chishora? Do you think it has something to do with him being such a skilled swordsman that he could avoid vital areas?
More than that.
Yeah.
Do you think it might have something to do with time shift?
Could be devil fruit ability.
Yeah, devil fruit.
We still haven't confirmed if she's got the time fruit.
Excuse me, guys. He's still in MHA.
Yeah, I saw myself say it, man.
It's fine.
Man. I saw myself say it. I tried to go past it. Keep going.
I've been reaching for this for a time. My second question is, I felt like there was a lot of emphasis. The way she looked at Zoro now, aside from being cooey-eyed and in love with him, she did look at him and acknowledge that he's insanely strong. Now, immediately, there was Zoro's glare. Like, Oda doesn't put nothing without reason. What does that mean? Like, I don't even want to start now predicting is that something to do with conquerors. I mean, I predict Zoro in the story will have conquerors at some point. How soon is to be seen, but what did that mean? Another question, what's going to happen with the Trafalgar Law rescue mission, man? What will we learn from that? So,
at what point do we go through sabotaging what they've been planning and rescuing his team? Or is it going to be a similar thing to what Raizo's doing and doing things very ninja-esque and shadowy, so they can go in and come out without anyone getting hurt? So for the big battle, nobody really gets hurt.
Fun one. What do you think will be what do you guys think will be the dynamic? Because we don't know. We can have our predictions. What do you think the dynamic will be between Hiyori, Momonosuke, and Zoro as a triangle, and also Hiyori and Momonosuke individually? When she sees Momonosuke, what will happen? What do you think?
Maybe a slap.
Yeah,
a hug.
Maybe 20 years. She's built her own her life. She's not seen what he's seen, but she might feel some type of way that you've abandoned me. She might feel a resentment.
Well, the biggest thing is, how do you think the dynamic will be of the little sister who's the adult and the big brother who's the kid?
And the little sister who actually could run the family rather than the little kid. Think about it. She could be potentially the head of the family. Why wouldn't she be? She knows way more. She's more intelligent. She's older.
No, you know what? If you think about it like a chessboard, the queen is the bigger piece, right?
Queen is a bigger piece.
I like
Queen
that.
is a bigger piece, man.
And finally, where do you think we go next chapter? Where do you think we stay with Zoro and that? Or do we go back to Luffy and Queen? Or do we go to Big Mom? Oda seems to be taking us everywhere. Where are we going next chapter?
One more. What do you guys think will happen with Hiyori, Zoro, and Sanji? A little bit of fun one for you guys to think about.
Hey,
Because Sanji is gonna go a little bit ape when he sees her hugging onto Zoro on his arm.
Murdered that boss
Hey.
head, get that.
Hey, he's not gonna like that at
He's a
all.
bad boy, that's why.
Yeah, let's
Anyway,
go.
But without further ado, it's that time of the week. It's a new thing, but it's gonna stay. Who is your MVP of the week? Vimal.
Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of fun one for me, and I'll be honest with you because it was a bit of a short chapter, but I think it's Sanji for taking the licks. Real talk. If he took a beating like a champ, that was a look at his face.
Well, I
Woo!
guess, you gotta die for the pum pum.
Gotta die. What can we say, guy?
Man. That's PG, man. That's
What
PG.
about you?
For me, it has to be Zoro. You know, we've kind of built him up to be stronger than he's going to be. Let me reword that. We've kind of built him up to, the levels of strength that he's destined to be. The acknowledgement. All right, he one-shot a manslayer with an injury, yeah? He bagged the nicest chick in the game in this island, yeah? That's my opinion too, yeah?
Hey, easy.
And he did it with swag. Has to be Zoro. Brooklyn?
I'm easily gonna just have to go with Zoro.
Oh,
My
I'm
guy.
gonna have
Love
to
it.
go with that, man. Like I've always loved Zoro, and he's demonstrated why I like him so much.
definitely. Comment your thoughts down below, guys. Don't forget that. Come on.
If you haven't already, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like if you like that chapter, and please do share the video.
But One Piece is on a break, so it's going to be about 2 weeks till we see each other again. But from Khan Kurosaki Corner, it is another peace out.